take late lines real quick? We'll do late lines. We'll post this a little later.
Absolutely.
All right, we got the Chiefs versus the Eagles. We're in New Orleans for this game. 3:30 p.m. kickoff on Fox. We got Tom Brady doing this one? Who's doing this one?
Great question.
Chiefs, are they still -1.5? Douglas, do you know that?
They were yesterday. I haven't looked today.
Okay.
Yes, it's still 1.5. 48.5 for total points.
All right. So, Jake, what do you think about this game? You have any ideas of what's going to happen?
I think 49.5 is a kind of a tough one to call. I think it could be 30 to 27, 28. So I could just miss the over. No,
you just said 58.
Your math is wrong on that one.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
I am sorry.
Teamwork.
I meant to say the over is, and I'm totally hydrated now. No issues. I don't know why my brain's not functioning normal. Once again, this is the over. I think they're explosive offenses. I hate doing it like we've been doing last time and want to pick the winner with my heart. My disdain for the Chiefs is so intense, though. I want to see the Eagles win. I would pick Eagles by 2.5 and the over for a two-leg bet.
Doug, you want to go or you want me to go? You want to sum things up and I'll go?
No, I can go. Let me go.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I've been burned too many times by my heart. As much as I'll be rooting for the Eagles, the Chiefs will win. I actually don't think it's going to be close. I think they're going to win by 6+, and my heart's going to break. Now, if you look at the scores from last week, I want to say, each game was one game was 70 points, the other one was 55 or something like that. I'm not looking at it, but there was a ton of points. So I want to say most people are going to be betting the over on points, and I kind of see it differently. I think I'm going to take the under on the 48.5 or 49.5, whatever we have the line at. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to go for a more defensive ground and pound game with less possessions, more Saquon running, more Pacheco running, more Kelsey moving the chains, more Patrick Mahomes with his feet and his legs moving the chains. Clock's going to be running a lot. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I'm taking the under, and I'm taking the Chiefs defense to really dominate when it matters, unfortunately.
So I'm going to go Eagles too. I just think their team is just so much better. Other than Mahomes, I almost think that they have every better player on skills. Am I right in thinking that? Or I know Kelsey's Kelsey, but right now he's not the Kelsey we've seen. I just think the Eagles are a better team. I don't think they have the better coach, which scares me, but I can almost see the Eagles just kind of blowing this out. I think it will be sort of a ground game, but I can see Saquon going off even against this Chiefs defense. I think it's going to be like a 10-point game by the Eagles. I know that it goes against everything that my heart's telling me just because the Chiefs seem to be unbeatable. But I don't know. I'm just picturing the Eagles just finally breaking through and the Chiefs kind of not being able to do that 3 times in a row. It's never happened. I don't hate the Chiefs either, like you guys kind of do. So it'd be kind of cool to see it, honestly. I think the NFL sort of needs. I think all sports kind of need that villain to kind of be dethroned. And I just kind of think it might be this year, though. So yeah, I got the Eagles. I did have the under. I thought that maybe the Chiefs would have a difficult time scoring. So yeah, I got the Eagles winning and the under. That's what I got.
So we have 3 different.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, finally this week we'll see who knows what they're talking about, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. So before we finish up this
segment,
sports segment, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do something really quick. I know, Doug, you don't watch a lot of basketball, but we had a huge trade happen.
Don't do it. We're not bringing it up. Oh, you son of a. So for the listeners,
a little memoriam. To
the
my
listeners,
guy here.
James is just put up a Dončić jersey behind him. So if you're watching the YouTube, obviously see it, but it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart.
Cue the taps music, please. Just kidding. I don't have that. So Dončić got traded. Doug, do you have any? I mean, you I know you don't watch the NBA, but what were your initial thoughts if you had any on that trade?
First of all, I watch a little NBA.
Okay.
I think when I said I don't watch any NBA, I was exaggerating a little bit. I watch a little bit of NBA. In my house, the Warriors are on all the time.
Yeah.
Beck enjoys watching the Warriors. My father-in-law watches almost every Warriors game. So there's basketball on.
Okay.
With that said, Luka, he's been a fan favorite in my household for a long time. You know, he did the Dude Perfect thing, and like the kids love him, and so yeah, he seems super cool, and it's going to be really easy to root for him. I was super bummed because Lakers are one of the only teams in the NBA that I just like don't like at all.
Yeah.
And so for Luka to go there was a real bummer. But with that said, I'm not a diehard NBA fan of any team. So for me, I mean, like, you know, if LeBron went to the San Francisco Giants, I'd be pretty ticked about it. Being a huge Giants fan, but in the NBA, I don't really care. So yeah, but no, I think it's exciting. I think, big trades are exciting. You know, I hear a lot of stuff about KD going back to Golden State, which I think would be super fun. But yeah, no, NBA is fun. I'll watch the playoffs.
So we have a season ticket holder here for the Dallas Mavericks. Had to talk him down off the ledge the other day. Someone made the comparison to like Joe Burrow being traded for Matthew Stafford and like 1 first-round pick, where it's like if they're in their primes, it made sense. But I don't understand what the Mavs are doing. Now the Lakers, this is fantastic for them. Like they did what they could do to get him. Dončić is maybe the top 5 player in the world right now, and they got him for basically an aging guy who doesn't want to play center, but kind of a center power forward who's always injured.
I've heard people say he's the best offensive player in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know what the Mavs were thinking. I don't know why they didn't shop him around. Something that people have brought up a lot is the Mikal Bridges were traded for 3 players and 5 first-round picks. And Mikal Bridges, as much as I like him, I think he's a good player. He's not Luka Dončić. He just isn't. So for this to go through, I can't imagine Jake's feeling good about himself.
Jake, you want to talk about it?
Not really, but you know what? My therapist says I should express myself. I'm kidding. She doesn't say that. But
please stop talking. Please stop expressing yourself.
I was in shock. I was telling James, like when I heard it or when he texted me about it on Saturday night, I thought it like was a remnants of my buddy texting me about Kobe Bryant dying. I was just like, no way, this is real. Obviously not to the same magnitude, but I was in shock. And this is my first year being a half season ticket holder. And so it's been fun going, and he's been injured, last couple of weeks. I only saw a couple of games with him playing. But I was mad, it's almost like death, I guess, denial and then acceptance. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm just hoping for the best. I emailed my representative for my tickets, and I was like, hey, hope you're holding up well. Probably chaotic week with season ticket holders. I'll get back to you here in a little while about what my decision for staying with season ticket holders, because in March you got to kind of re-up. And I think it was super dumb. I don't get it. I think Anthony Edwards, he got interviewed with the Timberwolves. He's like, there's something going on. Like, I think someone needs to look into this. I don't know what exactly it is. I'm sure it's big money and secret rooms and stuff like that. But I wish the best for Luka. He was a great player. I think he would have stayed with us like Dirk for 20 years. And I think I hope it doesn't come back to bite us in the butt and they like knock us out of the playoffs. But it was like all we did was exchange a younger, better player that is kind of injury prone last couple of years for an older, way injury prone player that I don't think is going to give us the offensive power we need, and maybe defense will win championships, like the cliche is. We'll see. I mean, if the trio thing has not worked very well with any teams, Brooklyn Nets, the Suns. So I don't know if Kyrie and Anthony Davis and picking up a third or is going to work. I don't know if there's enough star power, because I'm not counting Clay as a trio, because Clay has been horrible since he came over. So I'm kind of mixed emotions still. But I'm rooting for Dončić to do well, and I might become a Lakers fan once LeBron finally retires. So
Spoken
we'll see.
like a true gentleman. Hey,
Sometimes I do take the higher road. I do.
well, that's a bummer. I was hoping to see him play when I came to visit you, but I guess I'll just have to go down the street and watch him, I guess.
Way more convenient. Let's, but I think we can maybe get Ben out of the house now and catch a game. If I'm there in early May, I don't see why we couldn't, spend $500-$600 each to go a Laker game, huh?
Well, it depends on how our prop bets go, I think, because your crypto's been.
Yeah, let's not talk about that for a couple more shows.
Will do. All right, Doug. Well, thanks. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Nope. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. And I think it's going to be a fun Super Bowl.
Yeah, enjoy your time in Vegas. Hope Jake doesn't mess it up too much staying with you.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great.
Rip this off and burn it.
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh, Luka.
Why would you do that to me? I knew you were going to do something like that just to make me mad.